In this video, I'm going to explain why individual goal setting and often even team goal setting, department goal setting is wrong. Okay, so hopefully this has got a few people's attention, but this goes back to looking at organizations when you're setting up goals, um, looking at your organization from an analytical setting. So, for whatever reason, the theme this week seems to be when I talk to executives that they're setting up individual goals, team goals, department goals. Everything fits together in a perfect package. Um, if my marketing people improve their content quality, then their team goal of client acquisition will go up, and then the middle management area is going to achieve their goal of getting new revenue, and we're going to increase the scale of the business at the senior leadership level. And I've heard this so many times, not just this week, but over the years, is that this analytical thinking of breaking down the whole into pieces is a natural thought process that we all can easily adapt to. The problem is that our organizations are set synthetically also. You need both pieces in order to look at your organization. And I would submit to you that synthetic thinking, or the ability to look at the whole, will give you not only new ideas but about how you can run your organization, but will in wholesale improve your organization. So analytical versus synthetic, breaking down the pieces. Everybody has their individual goals. They have their management goals, they have their leadership goals, and so forth. And the problem is so many organizations that I walk into, everybody's hitting their goal, but the organization is going to crap, basically. Or even if they're being successful with that particular method, there are better ways. And a better way to go about it is to be able to understand that nobody is an island. No team is an island. No department is an island. That there's this interdependency of everybody in the organization to work as a whole to accomplish what the aim is of the organization. And to think that each individual can independently do something on its own does look at things from an analytical standpoint, because that's the way we look at employees in our organization to evaluate their performance and things. That's, I did my part, I want a raise, but the company's not making money, so there's these things don't add up, or maybe they do add up, because in an analytical setting, each person doing their own thing assumes that we person A, person B, department A, department B, and so forth all do their part, that the organization will win. That's analytical. Synthetically, we know that the whole of an organization is greater than the sum of its parts. So we don't go through and necessarily have to set goals for each individual, because their performance is dependent upon the entirety of the organization. So if my heart fails, it doesn't matter how well my liver is performing, or my digestive system, or any other part of my body, because the whole's going to fail. So there has to be an understanding of what the aim is of the organization, and then the rest kind of follows within the organization. But you have to get that synthetic component in your organization to be a good, effective executive. Just doing the analytical part, and looking at things as independent pieces fails to look at the interdependencies as where you're going to get the exponential gains in your organization. That we're all focused on one thing. So I wanted to do this video real quick because this has just been a common theme that I've seen not only on LinkedIn and through conversations, but something I've seen over the years is this assumption that everybody is an independent island operating on their own, and that there needs to be this interdependency. So I used to do this, and I used to use something called system maps to accomplish it. So, the senior team would have their goal, their aim, and then everybody nested into it. But I found that can work up to a certain degree, but only if there's the knowledge of the interdependencies of the particular units. And one of the things that I failed to look at for many years was the design of the organization and how it operates. And, there's people have these internal customers. As a matter of fact, I'll probably do the next video I'm going to do is on this, but there's only one customer. There aren't internal customers and things of that sort. So if we go and we look and understand we're serving one customer, or one customer being the end customer, and there may be subsets of that particular customer, but there is not really internal customers in an organization. And so the focus needs to be is how do each of these components within the system, how do they interact, and how can we best utilize that to achieve what we're trying to accomplish in an organization. And the first step to that is developing your synthetic thinking skills. So if you think you have them, great. Then I guess keep doing what you're doing. But in a world of people doing just analytical, competing against people who understand analytical and synthetic, you're going to lose. So, I mean, that's the bottom line, because they have a broader view of a particular organization. So that's what I wanted to do a quick video on. I hope you picked up on something on this. If you have any questions, put it in the comments below.